Proverbs 2 verse 3 reads, "Indeed, if you call out for insight and cry aloud for understanding." This verse deepens the engagement with wisdom introduced in the previous verse, highlighting the urgency, passion, and intensity that should accompany our quest for understanding. Let's explore the richness of this verse by breaking it down into its core components. The verse begins with the word "indeed," signaling a sense of emphasis and certainty. It reinforces the importance of what follows and affirms that the pursuit of insight and understanding is a significant and essential endeavor. The phrase, "if you call out for insight," introduces the idea of actively seeking and requesting insight. It's not a passive or casual endeavor, but a deliberate and earnest call for knowledge. Calling out suggests vocalizing our desire for insight, making it known to ourselves and to the world. The act of calling out implies that wisdom is not something that comes to us effortlessly. It requires effort and intention. It signifies the need to actively seek insight rather than waiting for it to come our way. It's akin to calling for help in times of need, acknowledging that insight is a valuable resource worth pursuing. The phrase, "and cry aloud for understanding," intensifies the call for understanding. Crying aloud implies a heightened sense of urgency, passion, and depth of desire. It suggests that the quest for understanding should not be a timid or half-hearted endeavor, but a wholehearted, passionate pursuit. The term "cry aloud" signifies a profound longing for understanding. It's a passionate plea for the kind of comprehension that goes beyond surface-level knowledge. It implies a strong emotional and intellectual connection to the pursuit of wisdom. Verse 3 emphasizes the urgency of seeking wisdom and understanding. It reminds us that wisdom is not a passive acquisition. It's a living, dynamic force that requires active engagement. The use of words like call out and cry aloud underlines the idea that wisdom is not something we should casually wait for or take for granted. Instead, it should be pursued with a sense of immediacy and intensity. The intensity of the language used in this verse reflects the passionate pursuit of knowledge. Wisdom is not just an intellectual exercise. It's a matter of the heart and soul. It's about recognizing the profound value of understanding and actively desiring it with all our being. By calling out for insight, we acknowledge that we need guidance, that we are not self-sufficient or all-knowing. It's a humble recognition of our limitations and a willingness to seek knowledge beyond what we currently possess. In the broader context of the book of Proverbs and wisdom literature, this verse sets the tone for a journey of relentless seeking and learning. It reminds us that wisdom is not a destination. It's a path, a process, and a lifelong commitment. Furthermore, this verse prepares the reader for the subsequent verses in Proverbs chapter 2, where the rewards of wisdom and the consequences of neglecting understanding are explored in greater depth. It serves as a call to embrace wisdom with a passionate and earnest spirit, recognizing that the pursuit of understanding is not just about acquiring facts, but about a transformative and enlightening journey. In summary, verse 3 of Proverbs chapter 2 is a powerful reminder of the urgency and passion that should accompany our quest for wisdom and understanding. It calls us to actively seek insight, to cry out for understanding, and to acknowledge our need for guidance. It is an invitation to embark on a journey of relentless seeking, personal growth, and intellectual enlightenment, guided by the timeless wisdom contained in the book of Proverbs.